Hello friends, and welcome to the channel. This is Stormhaven Gaming, I'm John, and this is Satisfactory. Okay, we are up here, at the end, behind our coal factory there. There goes a truck. I've put in a new truck stop. I have disconnected the fuel stop up there, and I have replaced it with a fuel stop down here. Because our fuel truck, I'll try that again. Our fuel truck and our screw truck here were constantly getting in each other's way on that ramp. So, yeah. We've brought it round so now that the screw truck comes in and refuels in here, and we have no more problems. Which means that our computer supply has improved. Yeah, so I spent quite a lot of my time in between episodes sorting that out. So I haven't done as much as I had hoped, but if we head back down to the oil field. Okay, so here we are down at the oil field. Everything here is running smoothly. I did have some issues because one of the refineries wasn't producing. Because for some reason one of the pipes hadn't... I'd connected it up through a floor connector and just had to delete it and put it back in again, and then the oil started flowing. So everything now is working properly. All of our generators, I believe, are running. They certainly appear to be. Yeah, it looks like we've got a full suite of those running. Let's... Yeah, there we go. So we've got capacity of 9,220 megawatts at the moment. And currently using about 2,000 of that. So that's good. Yes, so all of this is going. We've got our plastic being produced up there. As you see, I've put some little signs around the front of the buildings just for a little bit of visual interest. I do want to do something else with them at some point, but I don't know what. It will probably involve lights, honestly, or signs set to be lights. Because I think it looks pretty good. We want them down there. Yeah, obviously I'm going to need to encase this in some kind of building at some point. And I want it to look good. Which is why I haven't done it yet, because I can't figure out how to make it look good. But we will. Sooner or later, we'll figure it out. I might... No, I think we'll be alright. I was going to say we might do something with those pipes, but I think we'll probably keep them as they are for the moment. They're probably fine. I've just realised I've painted those pumps in a different colour to the pipes. Oh well, that's fine. In other news, what is this we see over here? This would be a train station. I have set up a train station, everyone. Yeah. So this is designed to start taking some of the plastic and rubber from here. And we will take it along the track. So at the moment it's just on a concrete foundation. I will probably end up changing that. I've set it up so the line can continue straight on. So if we need to go down that way, we can do. And the same up here. I've set it up so we can continue going straight on should we need to, which we probably will. And then it swings out this way, and this is going to be one of the entrance points to our storage loop. Because I've thought about this a little bit. So here we go. As you can see, it just loops around the space elevator and into a station on the other side. And I was thinking... I should probably brake, shouldn't I? I was thinking that we can send the... We can spread the storage area out across this way. There we go. So I've set up all the stations so they output this way. I've kept it for the moment to just 2 platforms. We don't have any fluid platforms at the moment. Oh no, I've got 3 platforms on here. Did I put a fluid platform on? No, I didn't, but we can easily swap it out, this last one, for a fluid one if we need to. Because we'll probably want to bring fluids up into storage as well. But for the moment, I'm just envisaging this for solid items. Yeah. Now, we want a whole bunch of smart splitters, which means we need a whole bunch of AI limiters. That is quickwire and copper sheeting. Okay, we are producing quickwire and not using any of it. And I think we're producing copper sheeting quite nearby as well. Let me go and have a look at that. I was going to say, I am intending to do something with these supports here. So it will come into a platform here with foundations. But I'm thinking along the main stretch, getting rid of the concrete foundations and having some kind of support structure in place just for the tracks. I've been watching a few other YouTubers. Colonel Failure is doing a sort of playthrough of Satisfactory. Basically, he's building stuff and then showing it off. But he does have a fairly realistic looking support structure for his railways. And something like that, not as intricate as what he's got, but something like that. Maybe something that I can suspend from the roadway above for when I follow the roadway. And a different version to sit on the floor when it's not underneath the roadway. Come on, stop. Stop. Thank you. There you go. Okay, so let's head up to that end then. I think it's where we're producing the steel, and that is where we're producing the quick wire. Oh, the other thing I have done is I have completed this side of the road. So we now have a full 2-lane road stretching all the way down into our oil fields at both ends. Well, we've got a single lane road up half of it, but you know what I mean. You know what I mean. And up here we've had to improvise to get around this little nodule of rock. So we've just got a little blocked off section here, and the path goes around the outside as well. I think that looks alright. Okay, let's get down to that end then. Okay, so that's where we're producing our quick wire. We are producing copper over there, but we're using it all to make wire and cables. Not producing any copper sheets over there. Yeah, oh, there's a slug there. Let's have a look. We know we've got some behind us. Oh, there's some up there. Or is this the one that I can never find because it's underground somewhere? That might be that one. Yeah, I think that's the one that's underground or something. Like I have no idea where it is. So we'll go and have a look, see if we can find it. Turns out it wasn't hidden. It is protected though, and I'm not sure I've got any ammo on me. Not a huge amount, no. 2 shots. Can I do it in 2 shots? Not if I miss. There we go. Right. We'll have your bits. You're a normal copper node. Okay. Right. We want to get over... I'm lost now. Over there, I think. I mean, we can connect up to the road easily enough, can't we? Okay, right. Let's get something set up over here, shall we? Okay, then. We've done it, I think. We don't need you. Get rid of you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we've got ourselves a Mark II miner on here, which is going to provide us with 120 copper ore per minute. It is connected to power, but the power isn't connected to the grid as yet. It comes out of here into a conveyor lift, which brings it up into our sort of micro factory here. So, straight out into splitter, 3 ways, splitter, 2 ways. So these are our smelters, all set up to receive 30 copper ore, which gives us 120, outputting 30 copper ingots. They come out the back into a merger, which comes out into a merger. Same on the other side. So we've got all 4 smelters meeting up in this merger, and then doing exactly the same thing out into a splitter, 3 ways, splitter, 2 ways. And in fact, I don't think I've done this right. No, I haven't. I need another 2 constructors on here. That's irritating. How did I miss that? Oh, well, never mind. Let's use some of these power shards that we've got building up. Where are we? So we want you to output what? We need them operating at 150% to produce 30, to require 30 a minute. That's what we need. Okay, so let's go around and set all this up very quickly, because I'm an idiot and I've rather boxed myself in with this whole micro factory setup. But yes, now that's all done, they will be taking the 30 copper ingots a minute that each of our smelters is producing and turning it into 15 copper sheets per minute. So that will give us 60 copper sheets a minute, which are fed out into this truck stop here. This is set to load, which is good. I have a tractor here, but I haven't set that up yet. I've just built a road out to join up with our main sort of highway system. Got a little gantry way here to string power across this side. That's the only bit we need to connect up to get all that working. Honestly, I might as well do that now. Get that started while we're going through the other bits that we've built. So that should get all of that running now. Okay, over here we have another little sprue off of our highway that just leads to another truck stop just here. And this one is set, in theory, to unload. It is. And we are feeding it with coal. The coal that was originally going into that truck stop over there. We no longer need that because the trucks are fueling up at our refueling depot just there. So that's this. That's the fueling line into there. If I come back up here. So our truck will stop off here, drop off the copper sheeting, which comes down into this assembler, which is set up to produce our AI limiters. Yeah, so the only thing that remains... Oh, and out the back here, this feeds out underneath the coal line into a storage bin. For the moment. Oh, there we go. Right, so all I need to do now is set up the tractor line. Or the truck line, rather. Because tractors are a different thing in this. I do have it already prepped with a little bit of coal, so it can actually make the first journey from there to there without needing to be filled up. So that's good. There was some forethought involved in this whole process. So let me go and set this line up, and then I'll be right back. Okay, well, there it goes. It should, in theory, be loading. Maybe it's loaded? It has loaded. Good, good, good. Right, now that should set off, in theory, without crashing, because I didn't crash when I set the route up. So, we should be fine. Right. Okay, that's that sorted. We are now producing AI limiters, which means we can set up smart splitters, which is good, which is going to help with our storage system that we want to set up. So, let me head down there and think about how this is going to work. I think I know what I'm going to do, but I'm not 100% at the moment how it's going to actually function. Okay, here we are. Now, how is this going to work? Well, we are definitely going to want a few more foundations coming off of here, aren't we? So let's give ourselves a little bit of room to play with. There we go. Oh, I missed that one. That's kind of an important one. Okay, that's given us a little bit more room to see what we're doing. Right, now. Currently 3 platforms, that's fine. We're going to want as high level conveyor belts as we have access to, which is these ones, which use these industrial coated beam things. Encased industrial beams. I got some of the words. Yeah. No. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, should we set up another line with a separate recipe? But no, it's not a lot of point. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to want those. That's fine. All of these are going to be set to unload, aren't they? Because that's the only purpose of this station. Yeah, that's going to be the only purpose of this station, is to just unload. So, what I'm thinking is something like... let's have a look. Yeah. So this isn't going to be here, and this isn't going to be how it's going to finally look. But it's going to be something like... yeah, like that. And then... maybe with that on there. And I was thinking about... literally just having one section in there, so when we put things in it, for example, those... no, it's not going to be long enough. Okay. Okay, what else could we do? Surely you should feed out onto there a little bit. That is the right way round, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, never mind. Never mind. That obviously doesn't work. Okay, well, in which case... I don't like that. That's too narrow. No, I was thinking this could be the sort of walkway, but instead... if we get rid of all of this, so we access it at the top level instead of the bottom, and have this as a feed out should we need it, and then everything feeds out the back into smart splitters, which will tell it what to take in from each one, and just have the whole line feed out of the station down the back, carrying absolutely everything. Or we split it into 2 lines, because that would basically provide the same function but double our feed, wouldn't it? Yes. So we would have this is the one we want to come out of, so we would, let's say we'll bring it to here. Again, this is all... oh, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So there. And bring it around this way. Into... No. I don't have any AI limiters. Right. Of course I don't. Of course I don't. But into a smart splitter there. And we'd repeat that above it for the second feed. And have them both set up to feed the same thing into that storage bin. Yes, that could work. In fact, we could probably have two of these stacked on top of each other, feed into the bottom one, and have a feed out into the top one. And then we could come in the centre, save ourselves some room. Yes, because that way we'd be doing it like... Get rid of you. Get rid of you. So we'd have the bottom one would be that way round. And then we'd flip the top one. And pop in a conveyor to connect them. We'd feed in the bottom here with both sides. In fact, that would leave us technically 3 sides we could feed in, wouldn't it? So we could do one from each platform. Ooh, there's an idea. No, because then we'd have to feed it around the back. No. Yeah, so we'd come in with 2. Yeah, that works. I think that works. Does that work? And then we'd have... obviously... like that. And, in fact... all the way up like that. But we'd have our access floor there. And all of this would be logistics. Yeah. Yeah, I think that's going to work. Which means we're going to need 2 storage bins for every resource we're producing. How many resources are we producing? The answer is lots. Not counting packaged fuels and things like that, and not counting nuclear stuff, which we're not going to be storing down here because, you know, radioactive. Probably looking about 50 separate items. Several of them we're not producing yet, obviously. Several of them we're not producing even though we could be, because it's not really worth it at the moment. Yeah, so we're probably going to be wanting 50 storage bays. That's going to be some time and resources. And it's going to be huge. But that's okay. That's okay. I think we can make it work. Obviously, that's going to be a big project. I will get started on the general layout of this floor. And then I'll be back. Well, I'm back here at the oil field. As you can see, I have set up an extract line, possibly temporary. I may just enclose that. I may move it to a more attractive location. No idea where that would be. But that's just coming in under here and into the train station here. I've set up at the other end roughly what we need, at least to start with. We'll go and have a look at that. But first... we should probably edit the timetable. We're going from Oilfield Alpha to Central Storage and then back. I probably don't need that, do I? That's probably fine. There we go. And we should be off. So we should pull in here and in theory pick up a little bit of plastic and rubber. I mean, we're certainly stopping. There we go. That looks hopeful. So we'll let that get done. That's that finished, and hopefully we should be setting off any second now. There we go. Okay, and I'll pick it up when we get to the storage section. Here we are on final approach to our storage. We should be braking. Yep, there we go. And if I hop out and let it do its thing, that should unload. I've got them all unloading into separate industrial storage chambers, just to give us a little bit of a buffer. So things can fill up in here if the line is clogged. As you can see, I haven't finished everything. What we've got is space for, I think, 40 items in this bay so far. And you can see what we're going to be doing. It's basically, whoops, copying this all the way down. These are set for plastic and rubber. That one is not, but we will do that. That's plastic. That is rubber. And that is overflow. There we go. So there we go. Our first shipment is coming into our storage and being split correctly. Isn't that pleasant? So it should all be going into the top storage bin at the moment. Now, obviously, we are going to have to start shipping in stuff from elsewhere as well to make this worthwhile. Yeah, and then I'm going to need to start thinking about signals. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, well, we can do that. I'll fiddle around with that between episodes and see if I can get it working. I think the first thing we're going to want to do is start bringing down steel beams, steel pipes, automated wiring, reinforced frames, all the stuff that we're building up that way. We want to basically bring all that down and start unloading it here. We're probably going to need a couple of trains to do that. And I wonder if we actually need another station on the end here. But I think that's going to be between episodes. Right, in the meantime then, let me figure out what I've done with my Explorer. Oh no, what have I done with my Explorer? Found it. There we go. Right. Now, I was thinking, but the next thing we're going to need to do is set up a manufacturer for the next thing in our space elevator section, as well as obviously setting up the railroads to bring in more parts into our storage centre. Obviously, at the end of the storage centre, everything's going to be set to overflow down the central path, and I will put in an awesome sink at the end, so anything that for some reason we store enough of to fill up the 2 industrial storage units will just go straight into an awesome sink at the end. That's the plan there. Haven't set that up yet, but I will do. But we also want to set up a manufacturer for the... I can't remember what they're called. Whoa, don't fall off the edge. Oof, that was close. Yeah, those motor things, whatever they're called. Modular engines. Oh, thank you, autosave. Well done. And for those, we need motors, rubber, and smart plating, all of which we are producing. Unfortunately, we are producing all of them in different places, which isn't what you might call ideal, but it is what it is. Yeah, so obviously rubber we're producing down the end there. We're also producing some up that end, aren't we? And that's just going straight into an awesome sink, so we could possibly utilise that. Smart plating we're producing down here. Over there somewhere in that mess. And motors we're producing in the middle. Yeah, that's helpful. Okay, I'll have to figure out a way of getting all of that connected up. Yeah, that's going to be a bit of a pain. Okay. But, in the meantime, and to round out the episode, we have ourselves a little bit of hub research that we can send off. It's Pipeline Engineering Mark II.
Milestone reached. Improved pipelines and pumps can now be constructed, capable of handling increased throughput of any fluid, as well as providing increased pressure handling for better vertical transport, respectively.
Thank you very much. There we go. Off it goes. I wonder if it'll come back this time. So, what did we unlock there? That'll be in logistics, and we've got ourselves the Pipeline Mark II. There we go. That's all we got for that, was it? Yeah, looks like it. Oh, well, never mind. But yeah, in order to get any more upgrades, what we're going to have to do is send off the modular engines and those adaptive control units, I think they're called. And for those, we need automated wiring, circuit boards, heavy modular frames, and computers. Yeah, those two we're producing in the same place, and those two we're producing in the same place. So maybe a little back and forth train run to get two of them together. Maybe taking the modular frames and the automated wiring up to where we're making the computers. That could work. That wouldn't be too bad. Yeah. That's worth a try. Anyway, we will end the episode there, I think. We've done pretty well. Admittedly, a lot of it was done between episodes. We're getting the train line set up and getting our plastic and rubber bought in. That's good. That's all great. Getting this storage system set up will help. Eventually, it will help. It's just a case of getting everything in, and we do then need to rebuild, basically, all of this. Oops. I'll try not to shake the camera too wildly. All of this, all of our sort of starter factory stuff down here is going to need to be basically torn out and replaced. Honestly, this copper line, or these two copper lines here, aren't too bad. But if we want to ramp up production, then we'll need to expand anyway. But all of that stuff is just a mess. And is going to need to be ripped out and replaced. So, we've still got a long way to go. Give me your thoughts down in the comments. Please do give us a like and a subscribe. It really does help the channel out. Please, as I say, give us any comments down below, and please join us next time. Until then, I've been John. This has been Satisfactory. Please do take care of yourselves, stay safe, and bye-bye.